Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. It is Wednesday, November 3rd, just about 1 p.m. on the eastern coast of the United States. It's go time, I guess. This is not financial advice. This is only to be used as entertainment. Please do your own research. Thank you. So let's see what's been going on since I've been away for a few days. So a few days ago, I think it was Friday, technically released a pretty good YouTube video, and we just rocketed up to almost $40. I think I might have hit $40 on some like the other blockchains like Binance or Poly. But anyway, yeah, that went up crazy. I wonder what that would look at on the day chart. Let me pull that up real quick. So in one day, million token went up 78%. That was crazy. I know Carl was going crazy on the live stream. He broke even and then was in profit. I fell asleep through the whole thing because I work nights. And yeah, I woke up and I was like, "What?" But you know, at this stage for me, I don't look at the prices often as I some people might, but yeah, I mean, I had to sleep anyway for work. So, anytime we have a parabolic move, we're going to have a correction. And yeah, so if you go from the fib levels from the low to the high, I was telling people to buy at the golden pocket area here on Lion Run. So if you go to Discord and you want to sign up for this lionrun.io, I think I'll put an invite link in the description down below the video. So if you're not already a member, you want to join this one, and then if you want to also do the liongov.io and the Million Token Council. These are the three that I mainly follow. The liongov.io is kind of quiet right now, but the main action is lionrun.io. That's where Missile, you probably know Missile from Twitch on his live streams he does every day at 9 o'clock Central Time or 10 o'clock Eastern Time. He does it for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. He's the founder of the Lion Run. So I left the Million Foundation. That was the first Discord they had, and then people weren't happy with it, and people just left and created their own Discords. And then that's why we have this top one up here called Million Token. That's like the council. So if you click on that, you'll see all these other Discords you can join if you want. I just recently left the main one, Million Token Foundation, mainly because I just didn't like the way the direction it was going. The thing that was the last straw for me was when Shad's I guess one of the administrators or whatever, he was going to do a Friday chat about talking about other investments or other coins. It is a really weird way. I mean, if you're going to talk about other investments, create a different Discord or whatever. Say, hey, join me over here at this Discord. But, people join a Million Token Discord to only talk about Million Tokens. So I understand, what he was saying also, how you could talk about other coins. That's fine if you want to do that. But, that's how that whole thing with Billion Token got started. And, Simba, any coins or other investments will pull away people from putting money into Million Tokens. So, yeah, that was it for me. I left it. So if you want my technical analysis, if I'm not doing YouTube videos every day on a daily basis, you're going to find me on lionrun.io Discord, and you'll see here where it says Technical Tim. It used to be TA, and Carl changed it to Technical Tim because I just started posting in here when I stopped doing videos, and it was really dead. I think most of the TA was being done over on the Million Foundation, the one that had the most people, but it's just kind of going downhill in my opinion. So I just started doing my fid levels here and charting. And so if you want to follow me here, you have to join the Discord. I don't really post that much on Twitter anymore. It's more of a private thing now, but you can send me an invite, or I could approve it if I recognize your name, if you're active on Lion Run or Carl's streams, And you know, I might, you know, I don't think I've rejected anybody yet. If you sent me a request on my Twitter page. But yeah, so let's take a look in here real quick. You know, other people post here too, but I kind of started it here. Let's see now. I'm trying to. Here we are. So this was back on the end of this is Halloween, and I was saying back then, at the end of the month, to watch this golden pocket, and yeah, we basically hit it right. So if you go scroll down, you know, well, we basically hit it because I'll just show you that chart one more time. Yeah. So we hit it perfectly, really perfectly. I bought in here, by the way. I bought some at $30, thinking that you know, the tech lead pump. If you took the fib level from the base of the pump to the top, $30 would be a good dollar cost average. But when we broke down, then I took the fib level from the very bottom, and hopefully this $21.37 will hold. We'll see. Wait and see, right? The altcoins are really popping right now, even though today is kind of a down day with Bitcoin going from like $64,000 to below 62,000. So you know, if the market corrects a little bit, maybe we'll come back down and retest the golden pocket. But if we break down lower, you know, we can get caught at these lower other moving averages at like $20. I always wanted to buy at $20, so maybe I'll get a chance if people panic sell, or you know, we can come down to this lower channel here. You know, $19 or $18. We'll just wait and see. I'm just dollar cost averaging, but right now we are at the top of this channel here. I don't really like diagonal lines, so you know, we could break through it. We broke through these two moving averages here on the 4-hour, so that's very bullish. I didn't expect to see that happen. I was hoping it would roll over a little bit, so I could buy some more, hopefully below the golden pocket. I'm always looking for good deals, but if you're looking for a good deal from the high here to where the price is now, that's almost a 36% discount. But this pump here, this is really interesting because this was right after the tech lead video. I think he posted on Friday. You know, if you're buying big orders on PancakeSwap, which is the Binance Smart Chain, or Polygon Network, you're going to push the price up a lot. Like if you buy thousands of dollars worth of million token, that price is going to move a lot, and you're not going to get as many million tokens. So just be aware of that. I don't think people are really aware of that, but I can go over that again later if you put a comment down below. That's why I put most of my big orders on Uniswap. So, you know, I could put in a $3,000 order and maybe move the price 0.5%. But if I took that same order and put it up on, you know, the other blockchains that doesn't have that liquidity, it's going to push the price up, you know, $2, $3, where I would just move it up like 50 cents on Uniswap. So to keep that in mind, if you're putting big orders in, you want more million tokens. You want more tokens for your money. Do it on Uniswap if you've got big orders. So what is going on with Bitcoin? So yeah, I was like, wow, we were like $63,000, $64,000 yesterday. Now we're down to 62,000 at the time of this recording. And is this the chart I wanted? Okay. I know we came down. That was the weekly chart. Okay, yeah, here it is. Here's a daily chart. So we have a down day today, but we came right down and touched the 21 moving average on the daily chart. And this trend line right here touched it perfectly. So can we go down lower? Yeah, sure. I mean, this is on the daily chart, right? If we pull up the weekly chart, the 21 moving average is way down here, somewhere between, you know, 46,000 and 50,000. But I think, you know, the momentum of the crypto market is bullish right now. As you can see on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, we're going sideways for like the last month, right? Here's 4 weeks kind of going sideways, which gives the room for the altcoins just to explode. And if you looked at Ethereum, it made new all-time highs yesterday at like $4,600 something dollars. And what I've been focusing on is this top secret altcoin seasonality thing I created with help. I kind of just tweaked it a little bit for my needs. But anyway, yeah, we did close above this resistance line yesterday, which I was also talking about on the Discord. So if you want early access to my knowledge, you just got to join the Discord. And right now we're continuing on upward above this resistance line. So for the people that are new here, let me break it down. Okay. So here we are here, but I think if history is going to repeat, I think we're right about here. We had these two pumps, just like here, and once you get above resistance and above that green line, it's skyrocket. These are all outperforming Bitcoin from March of 2017 all the way to really like the end of the year, January of 2018. So that was a huge, crazy run on alts. But I remember back then you had that whole ICO craze where all these coins were on top of Ethereum and it was just crazy. I don't really see that now. But, I think people are always going to want cheap coins and not really understand the fundamentals. Shiba Inu is like, I'm the top 10 coin now, I think. So, and I didn't fully understand it at first. I thought there was a huge coin inflation, but now I heard from the developer that they're not going to make any more Shiba Inu coins. So it's a fixed supply now, I think. And there's just so many of them that you can get a lot for your money. So it looks like you have a lot of Shiba Inu tokens in your wallet, but you still have a very small percent of the whole supply. And you've got some people out there literally where they have billions of dollars of Shiba Inu. And, if they sell, they're going to crash the price a lot. So it's not really evenly distributed, basically. I mean, they gave like 40% to Vitalik, and he, I think, gave it to charity in India for COVID relief. So, they sold some, but not all of it. So whenever they decided to sell, they could just crash the price. So, and anyway, so this is all I'm really looking forward to is this, if we can break above, start going up. We need to have this green line curve up, right? And start following it above here. So right now the green line is still below. So yeah, I mean we can kind of come up and come down a little bit, but I think overall, with Bitcoin going sideways, it's just going to give alts room to run. So I've been actually, buying Million Token as the price was coming down from $30 or $40, and I'm kind of holding off right now. I'm happy with what I have, but if the price comes down, I'll buy some more or just dollar cost average. I was selling some alts for it, but I'm thinking, some of the alts I'm selling were kind of like a larger cap than Million Tokens. So I think generally the large caps for the alts were pump first before the small caps. So, I mean, I've seen some of my altcoins already pumping a lot. Like Ring was up 40% one day and Track was up 115% in one day. I could probably sell some of those when they go crazy and then flush it into a Million Token. Or I could just take less risk and just keep my basket of altcoins and, try to time the top. If it's like how it was in 2017 and 18, Bitcoin topped out mid-December and the alts followed in mid-January. I mean, they went up like another 40% after Bitcoin had its blow off top. So it's going to be really interesting to watch how this thing plays out. And, Bitcoin comes back down and retests these lower levels down here, which I don't think it will happen. But if it does, it's still a good thing because you can keep buying your favorite coins and the blow off top will be higher. Because if we keep going up higher now, we're going to hit these upper resistances marks. But, I think we're going to go up to 75,000 for sure, probably mid 80s or mid 90s. And then we'll see what time frame that will be when we hit those levels. The longer we hit those levels, I think the higher the all-time high was going to be. And, Yeah, I still think we're gonna have some type of bear market in crypto. When and where that will be, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think we're gonna, keep going up in that S shape formation. It could happen, as I've talked about in previous videos, but I think, so many people are going to be making crazy amount of money. The only way we're not going to have a bear market is if we have this hyperinflation. So like if in Germany, the Deutschmark, just lost its value after World War II, and if you had gold, let's say, it would constantly go up in value compared to the Deutschmark. You would never want to sell your gold. So if you look at Bitcoin or a million token as a digital gold, like I do, the value will never go down if we have this crazy hyperinflation with the United States dollar. I'm just saying my currency because that's where I live. But all countries are basically just printing crazy amounts of money just because it's the easy way out to pay for things. And but I don't think it's that bad right now. We'll see. We'll see the next 2 months where inflation is going to be and what people's perceptions are. But speaking about perceptions, like Kevin Svensson a couple of days ago was talking about his altcoin season's probably starting. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but check out his videos on YouTube. And Tech Dev, he's posted, and this is like the month that alts begin their moves that ultimately change lives. And he's, he thinks it has this type of trajectory for the, which, that's kind of looks like my graph, right? Yeah, it's crazy how it goes up. Here's my altcoin graph, how it kind of just goes up. So, me, Kevin, and Tech Dev, we kind of think altcoins is like, it may have already started. You really don't know until in hindsight, but I think the engines are running. We're on the starting line, and the firing gun has basically probably already went off. So if you're hearing my voice, retail's not here yet. They probably don't even know how to use a simple thing like Uniswap. And to get million token, you have to be somewhat tech savvy to know how to get million token, whether it's on the Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, or Uniswap. There's other exchanges like IO and that ZT Global. But really, it's not really super easy to get for retail. So, consider that kind of a blessing and a curse because you can get it still cheap and before everybody else does. But at the same time, the pump won't come until retail comes and figures out how to buy it. And the pump will really, really come if we ever get million token gets listed on popular exchanges like Binance or Coinbase. It's on Gate.io and ZT Global, but I'm not sure what the liquidity there is at the moment. Personally, I'm okay paying the $100 fees on Uniswap. I don't like it, but I know those funds stay in my wallet. Basically, I'm just changing funds between wallets. Whereas you're on an exchange, they've got your KYC. They know how much you're buying and selling, and they're going to report that probably to some type of tax revenue service or something. I just prefer doing it myself and not have to worry about the exchange getting hacked. So that's I'm happy that way. I don't like buying a little bit at a time. It's just too much paperwork for me. I buy million token literally hundreds at a time, sometimes thousands. But yeah, so the price is doing really good, $24.60. I was surprised you really broke 24. I was talking about that back here on the Discord. There's a lot here, so go through it and join. So let me close that out. I don't think I need to talk anything else about that, right? I'll close it out. Defined, every so often I do this thing with Defined, and the prices here doesn't seem quite right. But just be careful like that. I like to look at the charts. Here's it on Uniswap at $24.60. You've got $24 on Binance Smart Chain, and on Polygon it's like $25.94. And this is all on Dex Tools. So Defined has got $26 here listed for Pancake and Polygon. I don't know where to get those prices from. So it's misleading. It's been like that for days now. So I'm closing that out, but I'm just letting you guys be aware. If you check prices on Defined, I don't think they're accurate. So, the general sentiment is that we're still kind of early on in this bull run, like mid phase probably. Willy Woo's saying, are we overheated? No, we're not overheated. So we got to be at these upper levels here when the price peaks out, right? And we're way down here. And this is Will Clemente saying basically the same thing. We're currently far from overheated is what he's saying. We're way down here, and, we're not even close to these overheated levels. So, if you think you're buying million token at an expensive price, I think, 2 months from now, you're not going to care if you got it below $25 or whatever. You'll be happy. I'm hoping that we'll break all-time highs and continue upward before the blow off top, which would be nice. It would, it would be really nice. But we just have to see. I don't know what the time frame is. When are we going to get here? We'll just wait and see. But we're 2 months away is going to feel like 2 years. Right now, the way the crypto market's probably going to move. So I don't see us having a blow off top anytime soon. Maybe 2 months. We'll see. And this was interesting. I keep on hearing like the supply shock of Bitcoin is there, people moving their funds off the exchanges. But I saw this comment here that another uptick in illiquid supply shock, now breaking slightly above the 2021 highs, currently at the highest level since late 2017. So if we were at these levels now, and we were at those levels at mid-April, and we fell all the way down to mid-May, well, on Bitcoin, we were actually going down in price. Let me show you. This is kind of confusing to me. So we'll go to mid-April to mid-May of this year. Is that right? No, that's 2021. Oh, maybe I made it. Let's see where. Maybe I was looking at the wrong spot. So here we are. Yeah, here it is. Mid-April, right here, and we went down mid-May. That was a drop of 50%. Could it happen again? Oh, that would suck. That would totally suck. It would be like a double top. Here's a top here, and then top here. But if it happens, I'm still bullish because I still think it's not a blow off top. We've never had a double top in Bitcoin's history, right? We've had this parabolic move, like just a blow off top. I 2 peaks. Can it happen? I don't think so. I think we need to have the retail has never even showed up yet, as far as I'm concerned. People have not gone crazy like I was going crazy in like 2017. We could have somewhat. It's kind of a, this double top here in 2013. People were kind of talking about it here, but it's a much more muted version of 2013. And we're so close to these high levels of, these where these red lines are, where we're overheated. But yeah, I mean, the way the countries are printing money out of thin air is just going to drive this thing bonkers, as far as I'm concerned. And with million token as a much more rare commodity than Bitcoin, there's only 1 million fixed supply compared to 21 million. And there's no inflation with million token, okay? As with Bitcoin, there's that like 3% inflation, or is it 1.5% now? I think it might be 1.5%. But there is that inflation. Now, the thing with Bitcoin now is the miners have gotten smart. They're not selling. I think they're just using investors' fund to keep the business going. So it'll be really interesting, because if we have that blow off top, and if the miners start selling it, they're going to sell a heck of a lot more than they did back in 2017, because they've been like hoarding it for all this time. But if they were smart, they wouldn't sell. But the bear market, I still think, is going to come because of the investors like me. We want to cash out and retire. We got one life to live, and we'll just see how that goes. Let me refresh this, see what Uniswap price says. I'm really surprised we're still above $24. That's just awesome. Okay, so we're above $24. And yeah, so Bitcoin supply shock's bullish, but this comment here and showing where we could be going down, just be prepared mentally if we go down 50%. I don't think it's going to happen, but just be prepared. Dollar cost average, right? So I saw this came up on my Twitter feed. Kylie Jenner had, tweeted to somebody I follow that he wanted one of his NFTs, one of these girly looking, what is it, the pink bored ape, and he wasn't selling. But I feel like it's when I see celebrities start talking about crypto, it's not like 2017 where Katy Perry was doing her nails with crypto, but that was like the sign for the top. So I see Kylie Jenner asking for NFTs. I think it's more mainstream now. I don't think it's a sign that this is a blow off top. I see Elijah Wood also in the news about his NFTs, which I don't need to get into, but I just see more and more celebrities talking about crypto, and it's not like a hype so much. It's more like it's becoming mainstream, which is good, So I thought that was kind of interesting. And Kraken was showing how Bitcoin, or basically, more Bitcoin are leaving exchanges than are coming in, which means price would go up. So supply shock. So I've got about 578 subscribers. What I think I'm gonna do is, if my previous video, like if this video gets 100 likes and a few comments, but if I see 100 likes, I'll make an effort to probably make another video. Because I get a couple hundred video views per video, so it shouldn't be too hard. Like if 1 out of 5 or 6 people click like when they watch a video, it may not happen that day or 2 days, because I know people don't watch YouTube every day. Then it shows that people are following my videos, and then makes me kind of want to make another video. The only thing I think I haven't really covered was I discussed in Discord, just how good LionGov could be to keep people from me selling. So I had this theory. I haven't run the numbers yet, but if I get 100 likes or 200 likes on a video, it'll force me to run the numbers, and I'll report to you. But I was thinking, what would happen if I sold what I thought would be the top? Let's say I sold my million token bags at $1,000. No, sorry, Carl, but $999.99. And it's an inside joke. And then I just waited a year and rebought million token at, let's say, $40. How would my voting on LionGov be after, let's say, another year wait or something? Because if I sell at the top and buy at the bottom, like I hope to be doing with Bitcoin, I would have a lot more million token if I buy at the bottom, right? So let's say, I sell it at $1,000 and I make, I don't know, what would that be? So $1,000 times, what is that? It's like $11 million or something like that. I could buy 11. I could buy millions of dollars worth of million token at $40. Try to get the bottom, and then I would have a bigger percent of the supply, right? Which would give me more voting rights, but I have to restart from scratch. So I haven't run the numbers yet, but it should be interesting, because maybe I could still increase my voting, perhaps, if I do that, right? I wouldn't be able to have much voting weight. I'd have to wait like a whole year, because I have to wait a year going down, and I wouldn't have any voting rights. And then I'd have to wait a year up. So that's actually 2 years, which I probably wouldn't have much pull in the community. But it really doesn't really matter. I mean, like, if I didn't vote, I would trust that the majority of people that are voting would make the right decisions, hopefully. But yeah, so maybe I will include that in my next video, if there's going to be a next video. Yeah, I don't know about what the future of this channel is. I still have all my videos. They're just set on private, by the way. If it blows up, I can make them public again. But they're kind of like privileged information now. So the people in the community that follow me should be pretty smart, in my opinion. when retail comes in, if you want to make, if you want to be rich selling at the top, you're going to have to dump on them. I mean, that's just a fact of life. So, but if you want to, hold your tokens because you don't know where the top is, or you might just say, hey, I'm young, I'm in my young 20s, I could just hold it out. Just do that. I mean, I'm 50, I'll be 53 this year. So, I don't know if I want to hold another 4 years like I did with Bitcoin, but we'll see. I got to crunch numbers on the LionGov system, because if I find out that it's not, if I find out that it's better for me to sell and buy back lower, and then I'll have more voting weight, not only would I be richer, but I'd have more voting weight, then the LionGov system, voting system, isn't powerful enough to prevent me from selling. And maybe Carl would, maybe instead of, the time factor, if he wants to still implement the time factor, maybe he would times it by 2 or 3. I don't know, but I have to crunch the numbers and then report back to you on that. Speaking about Carl, he has this thing going on right now. The second batch of NFTs are coming out, the Safari batch. They're basically free NFTs, but I think this time around you might have to pay like $5 per NFT, which is nothing really. It's just a way to before they had to transfer the NFTs, and it was going into the hidden folder, and it was kind of scammy the way OpenSea sees it. So it's just easier if you just claim your NFT, pay $5 and get it. But yeah, you could stake it. You could if you can use referral links. If you know a friend or Miles will sign up with somebody. Just give him some referral points, and it's basically like the LionGov system, but there's no time factor, and it starts from when you stake, not from when you first bought million tokens. So if he ever does something like this again in the future, it's really important to get signed up right away, because these things add up really, really fast. I signed up almost a week later. It seems like maybe 4 or 5 days later before he started, when it was started. But I was so disorganized. I had to get organized, wrap my head around how this was going to work. And by the time I did that, days went by before I was able to work myself up from the bottom to the top. But yeah. So right now there are only 231 wallet addresses, and there's going to be like over 700 NFTs. So I think all these addresses here are going to get an NFT, and you don't even have to hold any million token, right? All these addresses down here don't hold any million token, but create an address, throw a million token in there, and you're probably going to get an NFT. The higher you're up on this list, the more the greater the chances you are getting a rare NFT. So yeah, it's just a fun thing to do. And he gives out free NFTs each night. If you have to be on his live stream, do a survey and have fun with it. And he just airdrops people NFTs like, 3, 4, 5 a day sometimes. And sometimes, he'll drop an NFT based on how many referrals you've done or what your total hearts are here. So it's all fun. And, might as well have fun on the way to the top. So that's that. And Tech Lead has his way of voting. It's basically based on how many million tokens you have. So that's going really well too. And that kind of makes the LionGov on the back burner right now, I think. The LionGov, nothing's going on there right now, I believe. And any proposals, even that Carl has, he's just putting them up on Tech Lead's website. And I think that's about it, right? Let me see now. What else we have here? Yeah, gas price is kind of high, 192. When I work nights, it's 200 now. When I work nights, it's usually around 130. So I haven't seen it really go down below 100 hardly ever anymore. So that's that. Polygon's really strong. We were in this channel here. Now we're going back up above. I think we're overshooting because of the liquidity is not there. People are buying on Polygon, pushing the price up just because the liquidity is not there. But when the Polygon and the Binance Smart Chain, if they stay overvalued for a period of time, let's say this was at like 28 or 29, let's say $30, right? These two are $30, and then Uniswap's only at $24, $25. You know, if it's up here for a while, you know, I might swoop in and buy up some more million token on Uniswap. Because if I don't think the price is going to come down on Binance Smart Chain or Polygon, and then to me, the Uniswap price is undervalued. In fact, we had a little bit of discussion on this on the Discord. People were kind of saying, well, is the real price on Uniswap? I kind of would say, yeah, it kind of is. Because you could say, well, Uniswap price is, you know, just under $25. I would argue the Polygon price is kind of expensive. It's so cheap to buy and sell in Polygon. You can sell the price down to the same price as Uniswap and then put a big order on Uniswap. You know, it's just all arbitrage on how to do it. You can do the same thing with the other blockchains, Solana and Kusama and all the other ones. You know, I can't even, you know, name them all. Avalanche, Tumble Chain. I don't know what other ones there are. So I think I'm just rambling on right now. So I think the big overall thing I want to get across is the altcoins look like they're ready to explode. I wouldn't be dicking around too much, waiting for much lower prices. I mean, it looks like it's going to break out of this channel here. Because if Bitcoin starts turning around real quick, let me go back on the daily chart. Yeah, if it starts turning around, because we're at 64,000 and look like we're going to go much higher quickly. Yeah, I think the alts are going to take off. I mean, they've been coiling up right here. They've been coiling up here and here, and man, I just can't describe how when these things take off, they go crazy. So, and don't be discouraged if the altcoin you're holding isn't going off when you see all these other altcoins going off. They all go off at different times. And these corrections here are brutal. Like you have a correction here, you know, 60%, that's probably another 60% right here. Yeah. You know, they're pretty big, but for me, I'm not going to try to time these small. Well, they're not small, but I'm not going to try to get in and out here. Like I didn't do that back here. I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to try to look at the macro view of things, and you know, you buy low and you sell high. Don't go in, get in and out, in and out. And if you do that, you're going to have to pay taxes, right? In America, anyway. Anytime you sell, you're going to have to pay taxes, and then it's going to be ordinary income if you just sell. If you hold it less than a year, it's not worth it. Okay, I think that's it. I will talk to you later. Bye. Oh, if you like this, give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks.